everyone, today I'm going to share some tips that will help you with your weight loss journey. There are so many different diets and exercise plans out there. You might not know what to follow and sometimes you get conflicting advice. So let's simplify it and back it up with science. The first tip is to reduce added sugar in your diet. Keep remember, here I'm not talking about natural sugar found in whole fruits and vegetables. I'm talking about sugar like white sugar, high fructose, corn syrup, maple syrup, honey, fruit juice as well as coconut sugar. So always try to focus on eliminating sources of added sugar from your diet. Studies shows that people who consume a lot of added sugar are at a high risk of obesity. They also have a higher risk of diabetes and heart disease. So it is definitely not something you want to consume a lot. Let's see what can you do to reduce your added sugar. There's a lot that you could do, but for now I want to give you 2 basic tips. Always try to reduce the amount of processed food you eat and focus on whole foods. The reason for this is whole foods don't have any added sugar. So if the majority of your diet is whole foods, you are automatically cutting down on added sugar. The second thing I would say to reduce the amount of sugar that you are having in the form of liquids. For example, multiple glasses of soft drinks or fruit juice. You don't feel full from it and that's why you can keep drinking. The tip number 2 is to reduce your intake of refined carbohydrates and finely milled carbohydrates. When it comes to weight loss, everyone thinks that they need to completely cut down the carbs and eliminate them. But I don't think it's necessary. It's all about eating the right carbs in the right amounts and in a balanced way. Now let's see what type of carbs are not recommended. Refined carbohydrates. These are carbs that can raise your blood sugar very quickly. They don't have much fiber and they are extremely processed. These carbs are not good for your health. Let's see some examples for refined carbohydrates. Basically, the majority of processed food has refined carbohydrates, and also cookies, cakes, and most sourdough breads, fruit juice, breakfast cereals, and snacks that have any sort of refined flour in them contain refined carbohydrates. If you're going to have carbs, it is a good idea to get them from whole food sources. Tip number 3 emphasizes the importance of consuming sufficient fiber, particularly soluble fiber, which helps you feel full for longer. So things like oats, flax seeds and chickpeas, these have quite a bit of fiber and they will keep you full and satisfied for quite some time. Additionally, aim to fill half of your plate with fruits and vegetables which has more fiber. Tip 4 suggests including protein in every meal to help control craving and maintain fullness. A quarter plate of protein with each meal can help stabilize blood sugar levels and reduce unnecessary snacking. Tip number 5. Eat slowly and mindfully. Try to slow down your eating pace, chew your food thoroughly and be fully present during your meals. Tip number 6. Track your progress. When you track your progress, always monitor both weight and measurements weekly. This can help you stay motivated and make necessary adjustments to your plan. And let's say you don't see progress, at least you know that there is something that's not working right and you can make a few changes. Tip number 7 is manage stress. Now when it comes to stress, everyone's a bit different. Some people lose weight under stress and some people gain it. So if you're someone who is struggling with your weight and if you have tried diet and exercises, have a look at your stress levels too. Sometimes when we produce too much cortisol, which is the stress hormone, we can actually have a very hard time losing weight, especially the weight around the abdominal area. that is associated with the high stress levels. So my suggestion to you is to figure out a way to reduce your stress. In that case, consider meditation and self-care practices. It might help you cope up with stress levels. Tip number 8 is increase non-exercise activities. Always incorporate more non-exercise activities like household chores, walking, and daily tasks to burn extra calories throughout the day. That's it. All of the tips in this video are evidence-based. They may not work for everybody because we all are a little bit different. So you have to experiment and see what works for you well. If you have tried everything in your power to lose weight and if it's not working, always better to see a doctor. Because it could be a hormonal issue and it's a good idea to get a diagnosis so you know what you are dealing with and you can change your approach. Remember, consistency and lifestyle changes are the keys. Whatever you do, you need to do it consistently, and whatever you do, you need to make it a long-term change. If it's a short-term change, you'll lose the weight and then you'll regain it. Rather than doing a diet, just make it as a lifestyle change. Trust me, you will see a big difference. Alright then, that's it for today. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing and give it a thumbs up. Until next time, stay safe. Bye.